aficionados. Welcome to another episode of Darth Rage Reviews, your source for the Force. It's a live season here at DRR, at Darth Rage Reviews, and we're working on some props. So I've got this here Phase 1 Clone Trooper helmet. It is in its second pass over with filler primer. Still got a slight crack right in here that we're going to be addressing today. Just again sand it down, put a little Bondo glazing spot putty on there, and clear that up. Maybe one more pass, maybe two, I'm not sure. And then coming closer on this bad boy. So some of these things are kind of taped in here, but I got the screen printed out so you can kind of see what that's going to look like. It's just basically a piece of paper that I printed onto here. I'll put some Mod Podge on that and get it a little more solid. But yeah, just a regular old PipBoy sign. And then I like this too. Again, it's just a printout that I put on top of this, but it looks like a little radiation dial that I'll get on there. And then this little piece of copper I'm going to end up gluing on here, but I want to keep it copper, so I have not attached it yet. It's just taped on there. This thing is all black and it's ready to go with some graphite rub. So we're going to do a graphite rub on this today to get this thing looking more the gray it's supposed to, the metallic gray it's supposed to. And then that's really ready to go. I did cut off 2 pieces of this tubing that I have and split them down the middle, and these are going to actually go along both edges just to kind of give it a seal on there. But yeah, I like how this is turning out. This one should be fun here, finishing this off, just doing a little graphite powder rub. And this one I really kind of want it to be a darker metallic anyway, so I don't really need to worry about making it super glossy. Does not need to be super glossy. Alright, so we'll glove up for this because we want to. If you guys are here and you've got any questions about what I'm doing, what I'm working on, please throw it in the comments. All about prop building, construction, focus mainly on Star Wars, do some Marvel stuff. This is all Fallout generated here. I got a Fallout jumpsuit, so I'm going to build a Fallout PipBoy to go with it. So again, going for a metallic finish on this, and one good way of getting that accomplished is the graphite rub. That's what we're going to be doing. Graphite rub on top of a gloss black. And it'll give you a metallic finish. And I'm just using this Cretacolor graphite powder. Very simple. These separate pieces off. And I'll actually start with one of these small pieces so you can kind of see the process in action. This stuff will make a mess. It will make a lovely mess. So you start with black. Process of rubbing the graphite powder on it. And you get a nice little kind of chromey look. Nice chrome look. This will be a little interesting because it's going on to foam here, so I don't know exactly how well it will tape, but we'll see. Oh, tastes the same. one's done. Just a regular paper towel because that is starting to come all uncottony. It's so cool how this turns these all into like a chrome look, and it really is the perfect shade for a PipBoy. Alright, so it should be much more obvious on this. I'll do half of this so you can kind of see it as it goes. What's up, Theo? A little graphite rub here. You can see there's the black, there's the graphite. Takes it from black, turns it into a lovely metal color. I forgot that I'm supposed to be recording this with my other camera. Hold on one second. I'm building so what am I building? I'm building a PipBoy from Fallout. So this is gonna be a Fallout PipBoy once all is said and done, to go with a jumpsuit cosplay that I got off of Temu for like 30 bucks. So this whole thing is gonna be like a $50 Fallout cosplay build, start to finish. And this is a straight scratch build, just things that I found around the house to recreate this. The base of it, this cylinder, is a protein powder canister that I had. I got a Dremel box that I cut into pieces on the top here. That's the end of a Coke canister from Galaxy's Edge. So lots of different pieces on here that I'm combining to make that. And you get that lovely metal finish once all is said and done. So it takes that black and just really makes it look. It's got yellow details. So it's a Vault 33 cosplay. And got it off of Temu. Seriously, 30 bucks. Can't beat that. Can't beat that. That's so then we're going to be ready for kind of final pieces, which is going to be just a little semi-gloss weathering, and then add this tubing to wrap around both of the ends. Good to go. Put the screen on, so I've got a little screen printout that's going to go under this, that's plexi. It'll sit right there. So yeah, super psyched with how this is turning out. Getting very, very close to completion. That's what she said. So all these pieces are ready ready for the next step, which is going to be a clear coat. I'm gluing that piece on. All right, so let's break it down now with the other helmet that I'm working on. So this is a phase 1. This was a Hasbro helmet convert, and I gotta say, whoever, Nick, if you did the work on this, nice job. Whoever did, what's up, Ike? What's going on? Whoever did the work on this, great job, great job. So I'm just getting ready for kind of final paint here. I've thrown on, this is the second coat of filler primer, and I'm trying to just alleviate, sorry, reusing my yesterday gloves that I used for the filler primer that I had, because that gets messy. I don't want to waste a bunch of gloves. All right, so what I'm working on here, so there were 2 cracks. There was one that was right up here in the paint, and then there's one, and you can't really even see it. You can almost see it's right here. So I just need to sand that back down again and go from there. Yeah, I'm just gonna literally kind of put it underneath there, and I think that the plexi that's in between it's gonna really kind of give it the thing. I'm not gonna backlight it or anything like that. I don't want to take the time or waste the time doing that, which I really feel like it would just be a waste. All right, so first I want to come at it with some 220, then I'll go up to some 400, just some sandpaper. That is much better. So each time after I do this, anytime I spray the filler primer on there, I then come back and sand over it as well. Yeah, I know you're talking about the fallout. Leave the space between it. It's a thin thing of plexi. I've got it taped up right now so it won't get colored, but that's plexi right there. I'm going to put this underneath the plexi, and I think that plexi itself will kind of make it seem more legit, just the mounting it under there. So it'll be mounted under the plexi rather than over the plexi. I'm also going to come over it with some Mod Podge just to give it kind of a the thing. Yes, higher number, finer the sanding, exactly. Typically I'll start with about 100 grit, and that's gonna, if it's not finished, that's gonna kind of take down layer lines, crap like that. Move up to about a 220, and then before I paint, I like to do with a 400. Unless I'm doing something really glossy, I may go up to an 800 or something like that. You can always wet sand as well if you needed to. I don't really think it's necessary with something like this, but yeah, the higher the grade of sandpaper, the smoother it will be, basically. So then I cut up to a 400 just to come on top of this. Basically just got to sand that crack away. And sometimes these will happen. This was, already in the paint before I got the helmet. And it showed up when I put the first coat on the filler primer. All right, so that's good. Now a little glazing spot putty on top of that just to make it all one little piece. This is the magic goop. This stuff is like gold, and it's worth its weight in gold. You cover it up like that, patch it up, and you come through and sand it all off. It is that simple. It is that simple. All right, questions. Anybody have any questions about this helmet? So again, Hasbro modified. So the Hasbro helmet, the space for this visor, it's like comes all the way down to here. So he's added this whole thing here is added on to make it seem, you know, more movie realistic. And I don't, to be honest, I don't know a lot about Phase 1s, so I can't look at this and tell you yay or nay, but I think it's pretty damn accurate. I mean, this does not look like a Hasbro helmet to me, so super psyched about that. I'm going to reach out to Nick once I get into the painting process of this and see if he wants me to add the mesh underneath here, which I can do. I know he said he's got a visor himself, so I don't know if he wants me to add the mesh or not. But yeah, once I get this thing all painted up, I plan on doing a little video before I send it off to him, just to kind of discuss lineage, helmet lineage, and compare this to a Phase 2. So, yep. So now this is the Phase 1 Clone Trooper helmet. So this is straight off Camino, Battle of Geonosis, the Phase 1. Armor was really identical other than the helmet, Phase 1 and Phase 2. I think in canon there were some changes to it, you know, to what they did, but looks-wise, the armor is really identical between Phase 1 and Phase 2. And you've got both animated armors and you've got realistic armors. This is a realistic Phase 2 helmet. There are differences between the animated and the realistic. I prefer realistic, but that's just me. That's just me. So yeah, this one should be done, you know, if, not in this one. Order 66 had to be in a Phase 2, because when that came around, they were all wearing Phase 2. And again, this is the first Phase 1 helmet that I've worked on. I don't mess around with these that often. I really should. I need to add one to my collection. But yeah, you know, some people prefer this one. Some people like the, you know, the ARC Trooper-esque wing. You know, there are some Phase 2 helmets that have this on there as well. So, yeah. Yep. All right, y'all. I think that's it for today. I'm going to let this dry, sand it down, throw another coat of paint on it, and I think we're going to be ready to start doing the detailing paints and the white paint on here. Get this one ready to go. And then really the Fallout PipBoy is pretty much ready for some clear coat. Get that clear coat on there and get that going. So hope y'all enjoyed this. If you did, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. I do appreciate it. If you like this, you're going to like my other content. I'm constantly doing lives where I am creating shit. And I review stuff. I do a whole bunch of stupid cosplay stuff. So, yep, Ike, have a good day, man. I will be back tomorrow doing more of this stupid shit. So if you enjoyed it, give me a like. Subscribe, do all that fun stuff. I do appreciate it. As always, I'm Darth Rage. This is Darth Rage Reviews, your source for the Force.